to another episode of Big Skinny's Backyard Cooking. Today, we're gonna do a recipe that I invented on the fly in Virginia. Now, let me tell you the backstory behind this. My wife is a Mexican-American. She's had a lot of influence over my cooking over the last few years. One of the things she introduced me to that I had no idea even existed until we married was ancho chili peppers, dried anchos. And she makes this really killer dish called asado. And it is basically pork tenderloin, some kind of pork meat with a ancho chili sauce over the top of it. Really good. But after eating this chili sauce, I'm thinking to myself, this ancho chili would really be good on a lot of different things. So the story goes, we were in Virginia visiting cousins. Me and my dad made a trip up there a couple of years ago. And the whole time I was there, I kept hearing about, oh my gosh, my brother's barbecue is so good. My brother's barbecue is so good. Well, you know, I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, and Texas is known for barbecue, so I was not gonna let that go. So I decided right then and there we were gonna have a cook-off, a little rib cook-off, and we did. Had a rib cook-off, and I created this Ancho Marmalade Glaze for my smoked ribs. So I'm gonna show you today how we do it, and you know, don't worry about if you don't get it exactly just right. You season it to your taste. Everybody's got different tastes, so you do what's good for you, and don't be afraid to mess up. You know, so many people, they don't have the patience for it, or they're just afraid they're gonna mess it up. You know, barbecue is a trial and error thing. Well, we're not gonna get it right every time. I mean, there's so many variables you can't prepare for. So we're gonna get the grill ready. We're gonna put some wood on it, get her smoking, and we'll see you in a little bit. All right, gonna show you what we got going on here today. We've got some St. Louis style spare ribs, and the reason I like these is because they're pretty well already trimmed, and I've let these come to room temperature because you always want to cook from room temperature. Spare ribs. I've got a little bit of my special blend here, and it's garlic, a little bit of paprika, a little bit of mustard, some salt, some pepper, and that's it. Pretty simple. Then we're gonna put some of our honey bacon barbecue rub from Meat Church on there. And that's gonna be it, other than the mustard for the binder, for the ribs. And when we get to the glaze, we got your dried ancho chili peppers. We've got some chicken stock that we're gonna boil these in, bring them back to life. Then we're gonna add a little bit of marmalade, orange marmalade to it once we get that boiled off and rehydrated and kind of ground down and pureed up into like a nice little sauce. Before we start that though, we're gonna toast some minced garlic, some cumin, and a little ancho chili pepper in a pan, kind of get a nice little toasty flavor on it. And we're gonna add chicken stock to that. We're gonna boil the ancho chili peppers in that. And then once we get it pureed down, maybe a little salt, a little pepper, and some orange marmalade. And that should pretty well do the glaze for us. But we'll get to that here in a little bit. But anyway, we're gonna start binding on these ribs here. First is we're going to put a little bit of our special blend on there. Ribs are on, they're going to do their thing. We're going to let them smoke a little bit, keep an eye on the wood, make sure everything stays to the proper temperature, and I think we're good to go. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a little bit of cumin. Stems off of them. Hotch pot never boils. Okay, here is where we make magic. So we're gonna take this off of here. I love these little smoothie bottles. They work great. We're just gonna take them. Try not to make a mess, but you know we're gonna. I'll put that in there. Make sure you capture a little of that juice. Here's the coupe de resistance. Gonna take some marmalade here. Put some good heaping tea, some spoonfuls in there. About 3 of them. Should be good. See what we have here. It's a nice little glaze. Look at that. Get that nice mahogany color. All right, it's time to wrap our ribs. Perfect. Put some butter on the bottom of it. Glaze. Put it on the bottom here. Then we're going to stick a little butter on the top of it and do the same thing. So we get some moisture introduced into it. Let's get a little of that butter on there, and then we're going to come back and glaze them really good when we do the, just put them out on the grill. Let's get this first one here. Laid back on here. And we slowly wait for these things to get to the point where we can take them out of the foil and glaze these bad boys up. Can't wait to show you the finished product. Oops. Glazed up, Another 20, 30, 40 minutes or so. Should be ready to take off, and we're gonna have us some great Ancho Marmalade ribs. Let you know how they come out. Here's the finished ribs. Gonna take them, wrap them in foil, let them rest a little while, and then we're gonna enjoy them. We'll get back with you and let you know how they come out. Good smoke ring. Now comes the taste test. And here's the taste test.
Let them go on me.
Can I have your faces? This is my wife, Cynthia, and my daughter, Cisa. All right, guys, what's the verdict of the ribs? From the boss, what's the verdict, boss?
It's good. They're very good. Spicy. I don't know how to explain flavor, but it's good.
They're spicy.
A little spicy. Not
Sweet.
really spicy. Can you taste the ancho? Yeah, it is sweet.
A little bit of orange.
Not a whole lot of orange coming through. That's good.
I didn't taste any orange.
Just a little hint, huh? Awesome. And there you have it, the Ancho Marmalade ribs. I think it's a winner at my house.
Get you some. You want to get up close on that?